Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wait! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Up. Lee. Line 36. That's the pass.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Check down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
368. Over here.
To throw here, Dalton. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Hands up, ladies. Line 36. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hands up.
On first down, Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, kill.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Dalton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
So Dalton now. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go.
10 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better.
Now Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 3 by 2. Move.
Coleman now. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go. 70 ending. 36. Yeah.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
We'll go 46, 46. 46.
Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Can.
Passing. It's Dalton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Open here, Adam Thielen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. First down, Prescott. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now Prescott. That's caught by Howard.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. And he finds Howard complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Here's Prescott. And Ginn's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more.
14, Ravens 7. Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Dalton. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake.
Give me something.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Andy Dalton. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Get him! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
Throwing. Dalton.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the
Flush to
field,
his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Go.
Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 54. Mike.
This is Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
3 quarters have come and gone, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Push him back. Check.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Hey, watch that.
Check, Mike. 50.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Whip.
Yeah, 5-6.
Check 49.
Hey, hop.
They'll run it with Jones. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. You,
Now Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
check 59. Mike is 59. Mike over. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Switch it, hey. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 27-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
2 by 2. Move.
50 smooth. Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Dalton now to pass. And that's caught. It's Hogan. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I got you, son.
And they try to sweep to Jones. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Dalton to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go to 54, line.
Check, 59.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's complete to Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
47.
Check 59.
Good.
59. Mike to 59. Let's get it together. Get all that ball. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
26.
He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Slam.
Hey.
Sponge. No. Switch.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Hey, chill. 47.
Check pass. Mine's 59.
We're going to 54. Why?
59's Mike.
26.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Here's Booker on the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Prescott yet again. And he finds Howard complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Prescott to throw it. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. First catch there for the rookie Ridley, and it's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go, 47.
59, check, 59. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Game situation. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Nice.
54's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 48 yards away. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.